Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In my New Year's Eve makeup tutorial, I asked you guys if you wanted to see how I achieved this hairstyle, and so many of you said yes. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how I achieved these Hollywood style curls using heated rollers. The rollers that I used are these ones by Charles Worthington, and they are just your standard heated roller. They come in two different barrel sizes, so you have the larger one here, and then you also have slightly thinner ones, and you just switch them on and you wait for this red dot here to turn dark red, and that's when you know they are ready to use. So if you want to see how I got my hair like this from wet to dry, then just keep on watching. To protect my hair, I'm using this Kerastase blow dry milk, which is supposed to strengthen your hair, and it's also going to protect our hair from heat damage. I just apply a small amount in my hand and apply it to my hair from the mid-length to the ends. Then I like to section my hair into two parts, as it is much quicker to dry this way. My hairdryer is by Mark Hill, and I really like this one as it is so powerful and makes the whole process just a lot quicker. It usually takes me around 15 minutes to thoroughly dry my hair. As we want a smooth final result, it's important to use a brush to smooth your hair as you're drying it. This way your hair should dry pretty straight, and it is important to make sure your hair is 100% dry from roots to ends, otherwise your curls are going to drop. I then like to blast some hot air into my roots to give them a bit of volume. So these are my rollers. There's 16 in total, 6 small and 10 large ones. I usually use the smaller ones for under my head, and I like to use the larger ones for the crown of my head, as these are going to give you the most volume and of course bigger, bouncier curls. Then these are the slides you get with the rollers. These black tip ones are for the larger rollers, and these silver tip ones are for the smaller rollers. So I always start with the crown of my head, taking the first section of hair, which is what is going to frame our face. I like to take the section and always use hairspray first. The one I used is by Got To Be, and this is going to help hold, set and strengthen the curl, so when we take it out it's less likely to drop. Using a larger roller, I'm rolling towards me. Then with the grip, you want the bent end to be against your head. This is just going to hold the roller better so it doesn't fall out. Then taking the next section of hair on my crown, I spray it and then take a large roller, and I'm rolling from the ends to the root of my hair and then clipping it in place. I do 3 rollers on my crown, all in the same direction and all in the same size, because this is where all the volume is coming from. Next, I put the sides of my hair in rollers, again rolling under the hair. If you roll on top of the hair, the roller will end up flattening the root, so you always want to roll under, and make sure that you are keeping the roller nice and tight as well. Then I use smaller rollers for the pieces by my ear, as that section of hair tends to be a bit thinner than the top section, so we don't need such a big roller for those. I'm just going to do the same to the rest of my hair, taking sections and using the big rollers for the top part of my hair. As I've done this so many times now, I know how much hair to add into the rollers to ensure I don't run out of rollers towards the end. You don't want to add too much hair to the roller, as it's not going to curl very well, as the heat won't be able to reach all the hair. So it's just about experimenting. It all depends on how many rollers you have and how thick your hair is. Then for the last few pieces of hair, I use the smaller rollers. You want to make sure the rollers are not too hot, otherwise they will singe your hair. So once they are heated up, I like to lift the lid open so that they cool down slightly while I prep my hair. But I like to leave them switched on so obviously they don't cool down too much. Finally, I give my hair another spray of hairspray to hold them all in place and prevent any frizziness. Then you just want to wait until your hair has completely cooled down. I usually wait at least an hour, otherwise if you take your rollers out while they are still hot, your curls will drop out, so be patient. Now it is time to take them out. I start with the bottom rollers first and unwind them the same way I put them in. Be careful not to pull on the curl too much, as they are very delicate. And after you've taken each section out, don't forget to give them another spray with hairspray. I like this Got To Be one because although I have used a lot of it, it doesn't make my hair stiff or sticky. Once I get to the rollers on the crown of my head, I just like to give my roots a spray too, just to hold in the volume. You can part your hair however you wish. I like mine on the side, and I sort of do a diagonal part, then I use my comb to smooth out the roots, and then I also like to spray my comb to tame away some flyaways and to structure the front of my hair. Then I'm just giving the curls a final spray because you can't use too much hairspray with this look. You don't want those curls to drop, and I just like to tuck my hair behind my ear, but you can style it however you like. So that is it for this tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching and you learned how to curl your hair using heated rollers. It gives this really beautiful old Hollywood style curls, and it is also great if you want to achieve a kind of blowout style look. So if you did enjoy the video, please do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment, let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!